What's up guys? So in this video it's pretty much just going to be a mashup of random stuff as I live in Melbourne in Victoria, so we have just yesterday gone into a pretty serious lockdown due to COVID-19. So I'm home for the next 6 weeks and you're pretty much not supposed to go anywhere apart from shopping and essential stuff like that. So apart from doing a shitload of housework, I wanted to do as much stuff on this as I could while I have the time. So I quickly scrambled yesterday to buy as much stuff as I could. I got as many fluids and stuff as I could because these cars take a lot, active yaw control, front and rear diff, transfer case, main transmission fluid, clutch, brake fluid. So I got as much of that as I could, but I couldn't get to Mitsubishi to get a few things. I actually bought a brand new set of headlights, as apart from these looking like crap because someone's pulled them apart so the lens doesn't sit properly and all the sealant is sort of smeared everywhere over the top, but they're actually the wrong style. So as you can see, these are all black with the chrome in the center when they're supposed to be full chrome. Now I'm more of an originality person, so I'd rather have the full chrome, plus brand new headlights really lift the car. What else did I buy? I found a new old stock gear knob with blue stitch, which is very hard to find as most of them are red, which was very easy to find. Yeah, found a blue one, so that came in time. I have passenger side new old stock genuine Mitsubishi guard liner, which I was very, very lucky to find, so that'll get delivered here. What else did I want to do? I bought a buff and stuff home from work, so I'll give the car a really, really good going over body wise. I want to try the white TEs on the Safira. I reckon they're going to look really good, so at some point I'll pull the car out and I'll put the TEs on the Safira. What else do I have? Actually, another thing I want to do is a real common thing with these is the B-pillar fades, as you can see. So both sides have gone to shit. This side is worse. I've already done one side just to show the difference. So what a difference that makes. So I'll do the other side at some point. I was going to try and do these, but as you can see, it's not just paint. They're all cracked, and so I don't think I'm going to be able to bring them back to life. Another thing I want to do is this vent. Now these are supposed to be the same color as the car, but this is like an aftermarket one, yeah? So standard, it fits like shit, as most China parts do. So I'm going to try and get that to fit a lot better, whether I have to, shave the side down, or whatever, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Anyway, so let's get to it. So first thing I want to do is this gear knob. So I'll get this one off first, just so I can show you how worn this thing is compared to a brand new one. Also, this is my temporary fix to my stuffed steering wheel, is this awesome steering wheel cover. Alright, so as you can see, it is very, very worn. I was so lucky to find this new old stock Mitsubishi. So I'm on a roll. So this is just a quick comparison of, this is what I've pulled out. So as you can see, black inside, and it looks like they've been pulled apart going by all this sealant. It just looks shit. And this is what they're supposed to be. Full chrome. Luckily I'm able to pull them out without pulling the bar off. But I'm sure you don't want to see me bolting some headlights, so I'll just time lapse that. So there you go, what a difference. Looks so much better. They fit up really good actually. So these ones can go straight in the bin. So, headlights done. Along with this shit gear knob. Brake fluid done. Rear diff done. Transmission done. Transfer case done. Alright, so here is the area I'm going to paint. Now, this feels like an old episode of Mighty Car Mods up in here at the moment. Anyway, one thing as a tip that I got from my boss is, if you can, always warm up the can and the area you're going to paint, and paint will always come out much better. So while I wait for that to dry, I thought I would ask, because I'm going to really struggle for content during the next 6 weeks or so, I had a couple of ideas for videos, just from what I've seen off other people at the moment. Now, I know Fink did a video on his wife's Hot Wheels, on Tiana's Hot Wheels. I think that's a pretty good idea. We've got a fair few, like really good ones. I also thought I would do a video on all my police interactions over the years. Now, I keep all my paperwork for everything, every fine, every defect, court appearance, impound, everything I've ever had with police, I've kept. So I thought maybe I could mix those two together to a video. Another one I thought that I saw Tommy Effier do was asking his wife to guess what parts on his car cost. And her reaction was priceless, because he has some really expensive stuff. But I've got some really rare that are now expensive stuff on the Safiro, so it would be good, especially when my girlfriend has no idea what this stuff is worth. So if I could even put all three of those things together in a video, I don't know, let me know what you think of that idea. Anyway, we'll go to unmasking these, because I reckon they're gonna be dry now. I'm actually really careful with sticky tape on cars that have been resprayed now, as, well, I don't know if many people know, but with the XE, when we painted the engine bay, I backmasked it onto the guard a little bit. And when I untaped it all, some of the tape grabbed a chip, a stone chip, and ripped a big patch of paint off the guard that I had to get fixed. So, if you ever have a car that's been resprayed, be really careful what tape you use, and be careful when you're pulling it off, as it can end in disaster. Oh my god, that looks a million times better. So you saw it before. Now, I completely forgot to pick up the camera for this, but I was going over the engine bay, and there's a lot of hoses that are like really cracked and, you know, falling apart. So I went through and I've replaced this, which is for the blow-off valve. That was all cracked and falling apart. And also this for the EGR. I was very lucky that a shop had a section like this, and I could just chop the end off and it fit perfect. Another thing I was doing going over this engine bay, people are probably going to think it's stupid, but I really hate when people use the wrong size hose clamps for stuff. Like when you tighten it and the tail is like this long at the end of the clamp, it looks so stupid. I don't understand why people just don't buy the right size clamps for stuff. So I've gone over this whole engine bay and put new clamps on absolutely everything so they're the right size, because that was really doing my head in. To much disbelief, I've actually got this to sit really well. Where before it used to sit like on top and overlap the bonnet, now it sits down inside the hole that it's supposed to. The problem was, well, it needed some filing around the top here, but all the fiberglass they used to hold these studs in sat so proud, so high, that it made the whole vent sit high. So I had to file all this out around the stud to get it to sit lower in the thing. I'm actually very, very happy with how that sits now. Another thing ticked off the list. So this is the stainless exhaust on the Evo. Now it looks pretty cruddy, but it's actually fully TIG welded, V-bands everywhere, mandrel bent, so would not have been cheap when this got done. As you can see, it looks a bit like shit, so I'm taking this video in hope that I can get it better. And if I don't, well, then you won't see this because I won't put it in the video. So here goes. Alright, so after some work with the steel wool degreaser and some polish, this actually comes up really good. But it just means I'm going to have to do the rest of the exhaust, which I'm not going to attempt today. I'd rather just drop it out and I'll do it at a later date. I reckon that's going to be the end of this video. Who knows what's next? Let me know in the comments about the suggestions I made earlier, and we'll go from there. Who knows what the next video will be. See you guys next time.